Dash. Thank you so much for taking part and involving yourself in helping us raise funds for our wonderful hospice. St Luke's Hospice needs to raise £5,500 every single day to continue to do our wonderful work. A lot of that money is raised by events like the Santa Dash, which involves the community, and we're very grateful for you all for all the efforts you put into raising sponsorship. We hope as well as that you're going to have a lot of fun today. So the people that are lining up now are taking place in the race. We want you to be safe, but there's no hold bars, and there will be a winner, there'll be a second and a third, who will stand on the Oulton Park podium to receive their medals. There's one thing we'd like to ask you to do, and that's to look after each other. So we have students all around the room looking out for you, but if you see somebody trip or fall, or hurt themselves, or have to drop out, could one of you please tell the next student that you see that somebody behind you needs help, and they can radio for help. Okay? Now you're going to do 5K, and you're going to chase the turkey on the bike. Now,
I wondered what the significance of the turkey was.
And then we're going to ask you to go on the second flag. Now today we're very, very grateful to Charles from Radio 2 who's come to set us off. Charles has come to join us because Amy's a very nice, kind person who wants to help us with the hospice, but also because he's a Red Route Master bus fanatic. You will have heard him talking on Radio 2 about his bus. He might want to tell you a story too about it.
I think they'll come back in right
We're very, very proud of you. He's a very special bus. When we first bought him, he was green and dirty, he didn't go. Thanks to Bentley Motors and £2,000 worth of man-hours that they've put in for us, we've now got a bus that we are so proud of. And hopefully in the community you'll be seeing that bus around. It's going to be going to all sorts of events. It's going to become a shop which is going to go to colleges and schools, and it's going to do a lot of good for the hospice and help raise awareness, which is so important for us. So thank you, and we're going to send you off with Charlie's kind words.
Thank you. Good morning, Santa. Yes, any Radio 2 Breakfast Show listeners who are acquainted with the story of being route masters, could I just explain that at no time did I reverse our route master into a fire engine. This is a well-worn story that has been haunting me all year, and harks back to New Year's Day, just the very start of 2009, when we were driving, well I was driving one of our route master buses in the great London New Year's Day parade. And there was a mishap with a fire engine, vintage 1916 Dennis fire engine, which rammed us in the rear end. Sadly, it tells you so much about the Radio 2 audience, the way they took that story to their hearts and ran with it all year, just slightly skewed from the truth, and had me reversing it into a fire engine. Never, never. And I won't reverse that one into a fire engine either. But I just wanted to say what a great thing it is to see such in a time when there's so much bad in the world, it's so great to see something that represents good. And that bus represents an awful lot of good. It represents good in the work that St Luke's Hospice do, and it represents good in the work that the chaps from Bentley Motors have done. The management of Bentley Motors, who enabled and motivated their workforce to use some unexpected downtime for a good thing, and of course the chaps of the Bentley workforce who got stuck in, and they've done a beautiful job. If you haven't seen it already and seen the, apart from anything else, the marvellous leather work with St Luke's logo and the Bentley Motors logo woven in, do go and look before the day is out, because it's a thing of great joy, and I hope it does great stuff for St Luke's. Now back to the Santa Dash. If you are in one of those situations where you have to stop and tell a steward that somebody needs help, you will of course need to give a good description of the person who needs help. Red hat, red suit, white beard, that ought to do it. That will narrow it down, no problem. Right, we're going to get underway. We're going to give the turkey a head start. I've got to do one important bit of business, just so you know how much of a head start the turkey needs. Let me just check when the turkey last rode a bicycle. Just rode a bike?
20 years ago.
Okay, so about half an hour then. Right, so the turkey is poised. Just a reminder that the turkey rolls on the first flag. No Santa's roll on the first flag. Severe action will be taken. Right, turkey, are you ready? Go for it, turkey! So the turkey has moved about the turkey indoors. Even now that she's out of view, she'll be getting off, changing for a bodyguard and catching a bus like anybody sensible would. But I reckon we'll give her another 10 seconds, we'll do it, and then our mercy will run out. You'll be at it. Santa's ready? Here we go! Go!